Jesus Christ. They're trying to put me out of business, bro. Oh my goodness. I'll be right back. I'm glad I caught that before I left and had that like for 5 minutes while I go get some water before the stream. Jesus, bro. GS trying to put me out of business. Chat, we'll be right back. We won't even be able to play with game sound today because of all the Mikus, but we'll be back. Hold on, I'm gonna go get some water. Alright, chat, we're back. I apologize for the delays and I apologize for the screaming, but we were trying to dodge the DMCA police. This ain't even Twitch, and I still gotta dodge them. Somebody just added me in my Discord. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're good. Alright, so today, chat, we are gonna be live streaming Hatsune Miku's grind. But not only are we gonna be live streaming, we're gonna be doing it with all of you. So, if you guys want to join in, you absolutely can. Anybody can join in. It does not matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you just started playing. It doesn't matter if you've been playing the game for years. I do not care. Everybody can hop in. And I'm going to be trying to get as many people in as possible. So every single run, we're going to be back, or not backing out, but we're going to be, clearing out the lobby so more people can join in. So, yeah. Also, by the way, apparently Hatsune Miku broke the game because a lot of characters are just completely screwed right now. In the sense that, like, Haruto apparently doesn't arch-gen right at the moment. Anybody who's not a human, Haruto just reduces their arch-gen. I guess he's racist now. What else has happened? The luck gems for Hatsune Miku didn't work in the beginning of her coming out, but I think they work now, so everything should be straight. And then what was the other thing that happened? Let me check something real quick. Also, Celia, the Joker one, her passive Memorial Gray, which I think is her main passive, her main gimmick, is not activating. So yeah, a lot of good stuff overall, man. A lot of craziness overall. And as I mentioned before, why no sound? There is sound. It's just turned down. There probably won't be sound later on. If we have a Hatsune Miku in the lobby, we'd have to, what you call it? Y'all hear it now? But we'd have to turn off the music because her stuff's copyrighted. Yeah, Miku's music is copyrighted. So, I could get the live stream flag. But real quick, I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry. I didn't even say the roll call. How's everybody doing, man? My bad. I didn't even recognize the chat. I apologize. Let me scroll up real quick. Let me say hello to everybody. Chasey, what's up? Ghost, YouTube Quicks. Oh man. Galvez, what's up, man? Undisable, what's up? Luxu, what's up, my guy? Tiki, how you doing? Mick Bits, what's up? Ghost, Omar. Corey, how's everybody doing, man? Puck Thief, how you doing? Zebrator? Is that how you said it? Zebrator? What's up, man? Mr. Cakes, what's up? No roll call? Shake my head, OP getting too old for us? No. To be honest, the Hatsune Miku part, them playing her music kind of got to me. So, as I mentioned before, we're going to be just going through the event, grinding it. I'm going to try to get her luck 120 in this. Also, what's up, Lightcat? How you doing? I'm doing good. Pulled Hatsune Miku first summon. Nice, dude. Nice. So, as I mentioned before, we're going to be trying to get Hatsune Miku Luck 120. Will we be able to do it? I'm not for sure. Basil, how you doing, man? Kagiro, how you doing? AOP, I'm actually catching one of these. What's up? Hey, man, glad you're here. Glad you're here. Glad you can make it. Dude, yesterday was crazy. Oh, how was your day? So far it's been pretty good. To be honest, I wanted to make a Yu-Gi-Oh video and stream GS today, but with the winter storm being the way how it was last night, dude, there was no way. I don't know if you guys live in the mid-western part of the United States or more on the East Coast or like in Texas and stuff like that. Uh, dude, there was no way. Literally last night, I had to fight with my power like on and off, like all night. I'm talking about it would come on and come back off, come on, come back off. It finally came on completely and it stayed on completely since like 2 a.m. this morning. And I was like, dude, that's ridiculous. And the thing was, I was scared to record a video because whenever I record a video, especially a Yu-Gi-Oh one, I'm usually recording for about an hour. So if the power goes out, boys, that's an hour of work gone. So I was like, man, I'll just wait. But yeah, we're gonna be nuking some stuff. Or I said nuking. We're just gonna be farming Hatsune Miku today, trying to get her to 120. Possibly make a video on her as well over the weekend so we can post it Monday or something. But it's gonna be cool. Dude, the storm was horrible. My father is a truck driver and he got stuck and he has to stay in a hotel. Yeah, dude, it's terrible. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good right now, Radical. Dude, no lie, I didn't have any power for like 6 or 8 hours. It was crazy. Or it was from like 9:30. Yeah, I would say that's about like about what 6 or 8. It was from like 9:30 to 6 p.m. So you got the man Rain. Is he good for the meta? I think he's an interesting unit to use. What unit should I even like bring to just blow stuff up with in the Hatsune Miku event? I don't guess it really matters, does it? What's all my luck 120 units? I don't even know. Let me see. Can I sort by luck? I think you can, right? Descending? Wait. This isn't right. Yes, it is. It's just because those guys are in my parties. Can you equip nuke this? Probably not, right? I don't think so. I'll just bring Mako. Why not? I'll just go with that. And I'll change if I need to. I'll see what... Oh my god, dude. Are you... Jesus Christ, GS. I'm not safe at all. I'm not safe at all, man. Mako the goat, she is. As soon as I'm talking about, dude, as soon as you hear it, like, you got her whole, like, listen to, like, she just spitting right now, bro. Like, that's a whole DMCA charge on me. It stays in the multiplayer lobby. You guys can join in. Lobby code and everything. It's crazy, bro. I thought this was like such a crazy thing whenever I first saw this come out to like GS, and I was like, holy shit, she actually has her own music. And then you listen to it and it's like, oh lord. It plays in the stage too? No way. Say it does, bro. Oh, we gonna have to hold on, boys. We gonna have to find like some Final Fantasy like background music or something to play while this is happening. Also, didn't some stuff get buffed? Is there anything worth me summoning on, like in terms of equipment and stuff, or no? MGR, do you mean Metal Gear Rising music? Or Metal Gear Revisions, subby? But Final Fantasy 7 boss music. I think last time I actually tried to play some Final Fantasy VII music, and I think it actually got copyrighted, which is crazy. But then again, Square Enix is kind of all over the place with that. Also, this is nice too, the new details tab. But but yeah, is there anything worth summoning on right now, guys? Like in terms of it's everywhere. It is actually everywhere. I have to have the whole game muted now whenever I live stream. Play Bury the Light from DMC. Yeah, I mean that is copyrighted though. You guys are recommending copyrighted music. That's copyrighted by Capcom and them. Uh, but then these get up. Only thing OP gotta do is complain once, and they change it. That's all I don't give a damn if they had this thing planned. I'm taking credit for it. I just gotta complain once. I'm telling you. uh, you should summon for Sakura Miku's hair charm. This increase target's arc age by 80 when arc age hits 200. By this equip, increase targets all stats by 30. I mean, it's decent. Didn't Nigi is something that I do want. Nigi is something that I do want. Miku's outfit as well. No, this isn't the thing I want, is it? No. I think I already have this. I already have this because I got it last time. I have this. I think the only thing I would summon for is Nigi. I don't know. Chad, is it worth it? Because there's no reason for me to summon on this. I mean, unless I wanted Rain. Wait, I don't really want Rain. Or Quinn. Do I have Amane? I do have Amane. If you have Melty Shoes, then no. I don't have Melty Shoes. Do you think I'd be able to say for pity by the time Emma comes? I think so. Maybe. I'm not for sure, but possibly. I had the 4-star outfit. You know what? I don't have Nigi yet, so let's just see if we get Nigi in like a few summons. I'm not going to use all my crystals, but I'll go all the way down to 100 if I have to. There's only one 5-star in this. Are there any upcoming units that are good for general nuke comps? Yeah, Simon. Simon. Oh! That's all it takes, boys. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. One summon. OP's luck is trash. OP's luck is... Man, I don't know about your stream luck, OP. You kind of got shafted on Haruto, OP. Your stream luck kind of bad. They failed to mention that I pull every banner unit, though. They failed to mention I pull every banner unit on stream. And I got Hatsune Miku still playing in my ear. Y'all just can't hear it. But, alright. I'm done with this crossover. It's done. I'm done with this crossover. Okay. Let me find some, like, classical background music or something. You know what? We could listen to some, like... I don't even know. Let's go to... I don't know. We'll find something, boys. I'll think of something. Alright, back to farming, though. Back to farming. How long until we get another heart banner? Hold on, let me call up Yama P. Let me call him real quick. Where's my phone? Hold on. Hold on. Let me grab my phone. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let me call him real quick. Hold on. Hey, Yama P. When's the next Haruto banner? What what was that? You said there's what? No Haruto banner. Oh, I appreciate it. There you go. No Haruto banner coming. That's all it takes. Uh, Let me put on the water cheese. Dang, you already got Hatsune Miku 120? Jesus. That's crazy. Busy guy, man. Busy guy. I'm glad that he could pick up the phone, though, and answer me. It sounded like he was eating, though. Also, his voice was a little bit hoarse. It didn't sound like his usual self, but I'm glad that he could pick up the phone. Uh, you know what? We're just gonna let's just like some Yakuza Zero freaking Serena themes. Somebody's playing music in my house, and I hope the mic doesn't pick that up because that shit is definitely copyrighted. Uh, Here we go. How loud is this? You can barely hear this. Is this thing even playing anything? I guess I can mute this now. Man, the piano's so soft. Oh, it's because it's muted. Duh. Whoops. My bad. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that, I guess. I don't think. That's kind of too lighthearted, though. It's alright. Screw it. Sega's usually pretty fine with it. I started playing Yakuza 0 a couple days ago. Goated game. It's one of my favorite Yakuza games. One of my favorite games of all time, actually. I love Yakuza 0. What's up, Beast? How you doing, man? What's up, Taco? How you doing? Jason, what's up? I'm doing pretty good, man. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing good yourself. Also, is the chat working on this? It is working. It is working. Is it worth re-rolling for Miku, or should I say Priscilla from Phantom? What's all on your Priscilla account? I think that this banner is actually pretty good for a new player, but I don't think so for like what you call it. If you already have like an established account, then you shouldn't re-roll for it. But if you're brand new to the game, then I think that this banner is not too bad for a newer player. Max, thanks for the $2 dono. Appreciate it. Yakuza Kiwami 2 is goated trust. I'm gonna be honest with you, Assassin. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Whenever I first played through, that trilogy is amazing. Zero, Kiwami, and Kiwami 2, that trilogy is one of the best trilogies I ever played, like in the entirety of gaming. But when I first played Kiwami 2, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it as much as the others. And it wasn't until after I played it and I let it sit for a little bit, right? I kind of like set with the thought of like me being Kiwami 2 and thought about the game, and I was like, dude, I really fucking love that game. I was like, damn, dude, I love that game. But it wasn't until after like I reflected on it and I was like, yo, that was a crazy climax that they set up. Like this was something that was building up through all of the games, and it was always kind of just there in the background, but they just like hinted at it, right? It was something that was really cool. And then whenever you get to the end and the finale of it, and I remember that final fight. Ryuji Goda's theme is no lie one of the hardest villain themes I think I've ever heard. And it's so like I don't even know like how you would put it. It's not even like it doesn't feel evil whenever you listen to it or anything. It doesn't feel like it's a crazy theme. It just feels very, how do I put it? I don't know. Like it's climactic. It's very climactic, but at the same time, it's like, damn, this is it type of deal. You know, the piano's yeah, it's crazy. How do you join? You just enter the lobby code, and first to get in, first comes first serve. Also, did we not kill this? I may actually run lighter bag just to one shot this, cause so. Which Yakuza is after Zero story wise? Zero is of course the prequel. After Zero, it goes Kiwami 1, Kiwami 2, which is Yakuza 1 and Yakuza 2. And then after that point, it goes just like the regular. Yakuza 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Into, 7 is called Like a Dragon, but there's other Yakuzas as well, like spin off titles, but you don't really have to play them. Like, there's like that zombie game they had that I don't think ever came out to the West. They had like that Nishiki game that never came out to the West on the PSP. So, what's up, Killer? How you doing? It's been your PS4 background since the game came out. What are you talking about, Assassin? You talking about like the final moment, like them fighting on the tower? Dude, I love that moment so much. There can only be one dragon. The Dragon of Dojima versus oh, what the hell was Ryuji Goda called? I know his dragon was gold. That was like the big difference, but it was crazy. You had SOCOM and Twisted Metal. On the PSP, I remember I had SOCOM as well, but I had like a Navy SEAL game. And I had Yu-Gi-Oh on there, but I didn't know how to play it, dude. It was terrible. Did anybody in the chat have like the Yu-Gi-Oh 5D's PSP game? Let me see if I can find it like on Yu-Gi-Oh 5D's PSP game. Dude, this shit was impossible for me to play as a kid. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was lost in the sauce. Yeah, here it is, Tag Force. Dude, I was lost in the sauce playing this game, boys. Because the thing was, I was a classic Yu-Gi-Oh player. I didn't read. So, whenever I was playing, I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, dude, it was terrible. It was bad. It was real bad. The Dragon of Kansai, yeah. Wait, there was multiple Tag Force games? I think this is the one that I had. I remember this one. This is the one that I remember, chat. $10 from the boy Caleb. Thanks so much, man. Hey OP, don't know if you got my last message last stream, but if you want some anime recommendation, I recommend Panty and Stocking with Gator Belt. It's super funny. I'll see. I'll remember that name whenever I watch anime again. Whenever I watch it like once in a blue moon. But it's the game that I remember, dude. This game was so hard to me because not like it was hard in the sense that it was cool. It was hard in the sense that, bro, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. For one, I didn't understand synchro summoning. I didn't understand speed battles, or not speed battles, whatever they were called in 5Ds, the racing battles. And I remember, like, the deck they start you out with, I think is like a water deck or something. I didn't know how to beat them. Like, I didn't know how to use it at all, so it was terrible. The good news about this entire thing, I did get these 3 special edition trading cards, which are completely worthless. Completely worthless. It was fun, though. Like, I played it, and I got my ass kicked by the CPU 24/7, but it was fun. Just pulled Agent of Darkness Kane from the Alk. Is he any good? Yeah. Kane is really good. Caleb with another $2 dono, man. By the way, loved how the gems didn't work after the update. What are you talking about, Caleb? You talking about like the summonable gems? Also, thanks again for the $2 dono. Really appreciate it. Used to play Tag Force 4 like crazy, not gonna lie. Dude, Oaken, dude, I'm telling you. I used to be on that thing, but dude, I was so young, I just didn't understand Yu-Gi-Oh! Cause see, bro, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. People be like, oh man, we gotta make new players better. We gotta like, make it more accessible for new players. See, bro, I was out in these streets, cuh. I was out in these streets. And what I mean by this is that I had a friend named Caleb whenever I was younger. Also, thanks for the $5 dono, Akame. OP, I got you. If you need anime recommendations, you should watch Overflow. All right, I remember. I feel like some of these are actual hentai. But I was out here in these streets. So I was back here in the day playing TCG Yu-Gi-Oh! Whenever I didn't understand it at all. I think I was like 10 years old or something like that. I didn't understand Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't even understand how to tribute summon. I didn't understand anything like that. Like, I didn't understand that, what was it? Above level 7, you need 2 tributes and everything. So we had this dude named Caleb, and he had a friend that was like this emo dude. I forgot his name, but dude was cracked at Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. I'm talking about fucking cracked. And he played a zombie deck. Also, Caleb, thanks for the $2 dono as well. Deluxe gems didn't work after the update. It's fixed. Oh, okay. Appreciate it. You could just say that in the chat. You didn't have to donate another $2, but I appreciate it. But this guy was cracked at Yu-Gi-Oh! And I wanted to, and I was like, yo, I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Too, so can I play with you guys as a young kid? And they were older. They were like, young adults. I say young adults, but they were like 16, 17, stuff around there. So here I am. I pull up with my little old deck, my little structure deck that I bought, that my grandma bought me from the store. And this guy just fucking wrecks me. And then I'm like, yo, dude, how'd you get so good? I just play the game a lot, man. That's all I do. And I'm like, oh, can you teach me how to play Yu-Gi-Oh? Nah, dude, fuck you. Like, literally, that's what happened. Every time I tried to learn Yu-Gi-Oh! Whenever I was a kid, every single person just looked at me and was like, nah, dude, fuck you, you're trash. I'm like, what? Every single time. Every single time, dude. Like, I was raised in these MW2 lobbies and everything like that, and I was like, dude, that's crazy. And it's wild to me because, people be like, oh, man, I'm trying to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! And, like, everything's stomping me, or I'm trying to get into this, like, fighting game, and, I'm getting stomped. I'm getting messages talking about how trash I am. Like, I was born in this environment. I lived in this environment. Do not tell me about this. Like, what? Trust me, I experienced it. I know how you feel. I know. It feels terrible, but guess what? I was raised as a warrior. I was raised as a motherfucking warrior. After that point, guess what? I became the thing that I sought to destroy. I became a sweat. I became somebody who did that exact thing. But at least I'm more, like, I guess, open to the fact that everybody's new. Compared to other people, they're just like, oh, no, dude, fuck you. Like, you're trash. How old am I? I'm 22. Bro, my brother and I could not read, so we just made our own rules for Yu-Gi-Oh! See, that right there, that's some of the best times undisabled, right? That's some of the best times. Like, house rules for, like, card games is some of, like, the best times you will have, I feel like, with any card game. I was born in toxicity, molded by it, exactly. I had the same experience and got wrecked by gym nights by an 18-year-old when I was like 9. Dude, I'm telling you, it's like, and then you ask him, it's like, yo, can you show me how to play? Like, I'm not asking you to show me how to play your deck. I just want to know the basic understanding of Yu-Gi-Oh! And just like, nah, man, fuck you. Look up a guide online, look up a Reddit thread. Or back then, it wasn't even Reddit. Back then, they didn't even use Reddit. It was like, oh, yeah, look up on 4chan. You'll probably find somebody on 4chan with something. And I was like, dude, what? What the fuck is 4chan? I didn't even have internet back then. Did you hear that Nier might be getting an anime? Also, do you think GS might do a dual hero fest for Annie with Dark Heart and Simon? I actually think so, yeah. I think that's very likely. The dual hero fest with Dark Heart and Simon. But, I did not hear that Nier's getting an anime. If it is it just going to be an anime about the game? Like Automata? Which I'm assuming would be the one they do an anime for. Because Replicant could have an anime, but it's not like. Actually, I would like an anime for Replicant, but after the events of the game, like after the events of the true ending of the game, like the war that happens to lead into Automata after that, whenever the aliens attack. I would like that. Oh, it's near Automata? Yeah, I'm almost positive. That's what they would do. Also, what y'all talking about Water Miku or Earth Miku? I like Earth Miku a lot more, personally. I gotta get around to selling all my old cards. I think I have a ton of first edition stuff in good condition. Yeah, dude, they're worth a lot of money. They really are. Or even like you may not have like anything that's worth like a few thousand or anything, but you know, you probably have a few cards that's maybe worth about $10, $20 each, which is pretty solid. What timeline is more confusing, Nier or Fate? Well, the thing about Fate is that I don't know what happens in the animes in terms of like what's in uh the correct or chronological order in Fate. I never pay attention to that. I know about like the actual singularities and like the main story of Fate. You know, I know how that goes, but um like the actual animes like Fate Zero and all that. Like you could ask me when does Heaven's Field take place, and I have no fucking clue. I just know I watched the movie. But I feel like Nier isn't as hard to understand because the only thing you gotta know is because everything in Nier, like the storyline, is explained to you in the game. Like there's actual fragments or not fragments, but there's like little like what do they call it? Like lore pieces or scripts and stuff that you can find. They literally explain to you what happens up to the point of Nier, where Nier Replicant takes place. And the only thing you gotta know is Dragon Guard 3 ends. One of Dragon Guard 3's endings lead to Nier, which is Nier Replicant or Nier Gestalt in the West. And then Nier Replicant leads to Automata. And that's it. So, it's not really that confusing. LP, what's some good equips I should put on my Vox and my Emilia? Vox is... It depends on what you're trying to do. Vox, his true weapon's always nice. Any AoE Archgen item, and then for the heal, if you have Keratos for cleansing, or Necroculus is also good, just for... What you call it? Archgen. And then... What else do we have? Who else did you say? Emilia? AoE Archgen, a freeze resist down item is also really nice on her. And she has a 4-star magic. Is her last slot right? Just whatever. Whatever you can fit on her. What's the GS, or when's the GS lore breakdown video? Okay, dude. Whenever I can sit down with whoever wrote the GS story and like ask him, seriously ask him, hey yo, what was the first event? Like, what was the first main event that happened in the GS storyline? Because I don't even know anymore. I tried to learn it. I did. I was reading the unit passages, or the unit, like, encyclopedia pages, right? I said encyclopedia page, good. Compendium pages. And I was trying to piece it all together, but it doesn't make no sense. Because some stuff saying that, like, this happened, and then other stuff is saying, like, oh, this happened at this certain point, but then it completely contradicts itself in like another compendium post. And it's like, what? Now a lore breakdown, please. Thing is, people wouldn't watch that. People would probably watch the first like 30 seconds and then click off the video. Let's be honest. Do you know that Imp was born from the world tree in GS, and the bullets from Phantom Snipers are made from that tree? It was born from Yggdrasil, the tree that Haruto summons. Who's your favorite character, lore-wise? Mine is Ragna. Lore-wise? Sakura Mira's lore is pretty, like, cool. But if we're not talking about Sakura Mira here, we're talking about, just anything? I would say I really like Eden's lore too, which a lot of people be like, oh, OP just makes fun of Eden because of the meme or whatever, because he's thick. And it's like, no, Like, I really like Eden's lore. Like, the fact that this man came from a dying planet, almost died himself to find a cure for his people, and then went back to save his people. Like, that's such a Chad mood. Like, dude, what? He literally came here, saved some fairies. The fairies were like, "Oh my God, Eden's dying." Healed Eden back up, and he was like, "Yo, listen, man, I need this antidote for my people. My people are dying." They gave him the antidote, and he goes back. Like, bro, what? I like it. Um, I don't know who would be my favorite lore wise. I think that it would be cool to actually properly represent units as they are in the lore, though. And what I mean by this is that stuff like Mars X and Rags and all that, they're not like accurately represented in the game because they're a lot stronger in terms of the story and everything else than the game lets it off to be. Especially Og. Og is like crazy strong, but he's like such a pushover. So the Virgin Vox versus the Chad Eden. That right there, that is absolutely true. I don't really like Vox's story, to be honest. Like, I like Vox's, I guess, how he came to be, or like his come up story, right? How he was just like this random mercenary, and then he just starts tagging along with Juno. Like, that's kind of cool. But how Vox's story ends, I don't know. It's cool. It's cool, but it's not like insane, I guess. They pull like a Final Fantasy. He freaking activates a Phoenix down, and then he's blind, and he just fights. Like, didn't they let Vox die? Well, the person that let Vox die was Leon. Do you think we could see characters from the Ninja Saga or Freedom Fighters in the main story? Dark Hearto and Rosetta is in the main story alongside Orvale. I don't know. Maybe? Because that's another confusing point. It's like, how the hell do they get there? Because technically, with Reyes, anybody could be in the main story due to the fact that Reyes is a summoner, and summoning in the game is explained like it works like Fate in the sense that you're bringing back warriors who are wherever they're at, and you're summoning them. And from what I know, they have a conscience and everything, and they could like talk and all that, just like a servant in like Fate. But I don't know if I would say anybody could just show up, because it's never explained the limit of Reyes' summoning power. Like, does Reyes run off of mana? Does he run off of BE? Can he just summon whoever? Like, if he wanted to, can he just summon the god of GS, which is like Valhalla? Or something like that? Fate crossover? I don't think GS... Well, the thing is, people always talk about, like, oh, man, GS can't afford this, GS can't afford that because the licensing is so expensive. And it's like, guys, do you not know what Good Smile Company is? I mean, of course, there's probably more rights that you have to go through. But Good Smile Company, they're literally make anime figures. Like, they have so many rights to so many different animes that they could do it. Like, they make official merchandise for like actual animes. Like, if you go on their site, literally, you see Hatsune Miku. You see stuff from... Let me see here. Dude, they even have a Homelander figure from The Boys. What the heck? They got Fate figures. They got Dragon Ball figures. Bleach. Like, there's so much stuff. I think Bleach is very likely, to be honest. I don't know how they discuss at Good Smile and Next Ninja, like, who actually has the final decision of what we cross over with. But, I think it's cool. Runs off of chalky milk. Day 2000 of waiting for Race's Awakening for Global. Y'all remember Reyes' Awakening was actually advertised as a global exclusive awakening or global first awakening, and it didn't come to global first? It's crazy. Is Rain any good? I think she's decent, or he's decent. Jesus, I think he's decent. Um, I don't think he would always use him, but decent. No, I'm good, Noodle. I don't fall for 12-year-old jokes. How much crystals do you need for a pity? 1,500. Put it on my first try. You got the green witch? Oh yeah. Sasha, dude, people in my comment section were saying Sasha is actually a completely different unit than what they were advertising her as. But that's not even Sasha. The actual Sasha unit is like a demon or something. So yeah. 1,500. Yep, it is an insane amount. It is an insane amount. Oh, let me look at this. I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm looking it up right now on Discord and seeing if we have Sasha. Because they even said Sasha was coming whenever Hatsune Miku got announced, but let me see. Where is it at? Where do they say that at? Rain is getting added. Oh, they edited it. I see. Also, I know some of you guys are sending friend requests, which I'm probably gonna have to clear out my friends requests. I say clear them out, but clears out my friends list specifically because I think I'm at max friends again. So I have to clear out like everybody who's inactive so I can accept new people. Yeah, 1,500 crystals is the pity. 1,500 crystals is the pity. Have I played Persona 4? I actually have. I've never beat Persona 4 though. I played through it and I enjoyed the game. And the reason why I never beat it was because I just got too caught up with everything else. But also, it's really hard to play Persona 4 because I played Persona 5 Royale first, and there's so many like nice quality of life features that Persona 5 Royale has, and possibly even the original Persona 5. I just didn't play it, and it's like, man, I really wish this game had it too. Like to be your friend? Just send your friend request. Yeah, like I said, I'll try to accept everybody. I accept random people on my friend requests. It's not like someone gets priority over others or anything, but I try to accept as many people as I can. I hope GS one day will increase the friend limit so I can accept more people, but your voice change? What do you mean? What's my favorite RPG slash MMORPG game? Oh God. uh, MMORPG. I'll tell you one that I'm extremely excited about. That's coming out actually in a few days. I think like next week, which is Lost Ark. I am excited for Lost Ark. My favorite RPG though of all time that I've ever played, and this is including JRPGs by the way, is Final Fantasy VII. That's my favorite RPG of all time. Yeah, Lost Ark. Yeah. Did you ever get a good JP reroll? Nope, I didn't. Dude, I gotta try again because I was actually gonna try whenever my power was out yesterday, during the winter storm, but I didn't want to do that because like, dude, this is gonna be really bad if I do this because what happens if my phone dies, and then I can't call somebody if we need to call, like, you know, someone else for help or something. So, yeah. Man, appreciate the subscribe or the subscription. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Has gotta be Raid Shadow Legends. Oh man, did I ever tell you guys? I feel like I tell a story every single time, dude. Raid reached out to me. I didn't know if this was actually Raid or not, but they reached out to me for a sponsorship, and I was asking them questions, and it seemed like the real deal. But then they were like, "Yeah, if you can you sign into our website on your Google and give us access to your Google, like your Google account or something like that, and we can do a sponsorship?" And I said, "No, I don't think that was the real thing." But I was like, "Dude, that has to be a scam." And if it was the real thing, then I guess I missed out on some money. But I was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna give you access to my fucking Google account." I literally just put in the email. I'm like, "How stupid do you think I am?" Like, what? You think I'm that desperate for some freaking money? For some guap? You got me. You got me crazy. Cause I was like, dude, I could finally become, like, you know, the official YouTuber. Every YouTuber's gotta do at least one Raid Shadow Legend sponsorship, I feel like. Did I get Natsu? Nah. Because the thing was is that I did research about them, right? Anybody that, or anytime anyone ever reaches out to me about a sponsorship, is that I always look at the email. And then I look specifically if that company is a legit company. So a lot of times what people do is that they'll go through like a marketing company that specifically looks for content creators and influencers for like partnerships and all that. So because, like, for example, Final Fate TD, since they were a Korean company, I think, or a Chinese company, something like that, they went through a marketing company to get to me. So I actually did a lot of research to make sure this was the real deal before I even accepted that. And then I realized that it was accepted, and I forgot who I worked with. I think his name was Gabe. Cool ass dude. Really cool dude. But, you know, I made sure that was legit. And this rate thing was legit too. Like, the company and like the marketing company and all that looked legit. But I was like, no, I don't. Giving access to my Google account, that's a little bit too far. No, I'm good. And then it came out too around that time is that, like, yo, y'all be careful. There's like a Raid Shadow Legend scam going on at the moment where people are losing their Google accounts to sponsorships. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if that was it, but I ain't taking no chances. You were going on JPGS. I was able to get the fire dude, but the other summon was pretty bad. Oof. Oh, you were able to get Natsu? That's pretty good, but my favorite GS unit is Finn. I do Phoenix. I actually do. I've talked about it before. I have talked about it before. How many do we need to... How much currency do we need to max luck Hatsune Miku once? Anybody in chat know? For like the first one? Because I know like the first amount of currency is like 500 for each gym. Does anybody know the exact amount? Give them access to your social security. Yeah, definitely. I do that on Roblox. This guy on Roblox asked if he could have my social security number. I gave it to him. I don't know what he did with it, but only thing I know is I got a few thousand Robux in my account afterwards. $25K is what you need for the 500? Or is that to max luck one person? Josh, appreciate the sub, man. I wonder how many people are actually watching the stream, or is this just people that are subscribing from like Yu-Gi-Oh videos and stuff? I wish I could see that. $135,000? No way. Evan, are you... See, the thing is, Evan usually be telling the truth though whenever he be talking. Evan, no way. Are you serious? Is the jump start worth pulling on? No. That's like $1,000, man. No, I wouldn't say spending $1,000 on any mobile game. I don't think is worth. Just start. Oh wait, I read that already. Something like 600,000 grand for what? For max luck? Wait, you're only missing 45 units in the game. Jesus. I don't know how many units I'm missing. But at the same time, people be like, oh man, OP's a whale, which I guess to an extent, yeah, I would fall under that category nowadays, but I don't do a lot of like spending at once. I think the most I spent on a banner was Haruto, and that was like 280, I think. And even though that was a business expense, I still didn't really feel good about that. But I didn't even pity him. And people were like, dude, treat yourself, pity him. And I'm like, how the fuck is that treating yourself in a gacha game? Or like in a game in general? Treat yourself because you can pity him. I don't care if I can pity him. Boy, that's like so much money down the drain. I'm not treating myself at all. Like, what? I'm not treating myself, man. After watching your JP video, I downloaded GSJP after and got Natsu on my first summon. Hey, dude, nice. When is the anniversary and how'd you feel about the Awoken Reyes? Anniversary's next month. And I like Awoken Reyes. He's cool. How many luck gems do you need for one Miku? 120. Treat G exactly. Like, see, here's the thing that I never understood about gacha players. And I'm gonna go a little bit on a rant here, but there are certain gacha players, I'm not gonna say their names because I know them personally, and they're in my Discord. They are in my Discord. And these gacha players are so like crazy in the sense that they feel obligated. They have to do certain things for the game that they play. So for example, somebody, let's say in my Discord, plays Genshin Impact. And they quit Genshin Impact. And they're waiting on Zhongli to come back. Right? But they quit Genshin Impact. So you're like, why are you waiting on Zhongli? And it's because this person wants to see 6 their Zhongli. And that's their final send-off to Genshin Impact. Because they said they can't let their pride just go down with, oh, I only have like a C3 Zhongli. I have to C6 him whenever he comes back. But why would you C6 somebody for your so-called pride? Which is a lot of money, by the way. Even if you are C3, you know, let's say you miss every single pity. To C6 Zhongli just to not play the game no more. Y'all see what I mean, chat? Do y'all see what I mean? Do y'all see these destructive business practices that these mobile games, these gacha games instill in people's minds? And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You know what MiHoYo thinks about your pride? They don't give a shit about it. They don't. They don't care about you at all, bro. They're like, oh shit, you want to spend some money? Shit. All right, fam. You know, go ahead and slide that credit card over here. Give us authorization to just get into your account. We appreciate that. And that's what they do. Like, that's so crazy to me. Because of your pride. You mean because of your stupidity? Like, no. And then it's bad, too, because they just laugh at it. Right? They laugh at it. You know what? And here's the craziest part. Somebody who came from something, who came from, like, a life where, like we never really, like, struggled hard. But we didn't have a lot, right? Like, me growing up. And hearing somebody say they would waste $2,000 just because why not? And they laugh, and they just laugh it off. It's so wild because if you give somebody $2,000, if you walk out on the street right now and you give someone $2,000, I don't care. It's not $1,000,000. It's not no Mr. Beast thing, but $2,000 could do a lot for somebody, especially somebody who's in trouble or who's in like need of help. So the fact is that you spend that type of money on a gacha game. It's like, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I think it's different if you're actually enjoying the game and you're playing the game. Like, for example, if let's say like Yu-Gi-Oh, if I spin on Yu-Gi-Oh, I thoroughly enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh is one of my favorite pastimes, right? I spend money on the game, I enjoy it. I think that's fine. But the fact is that like you're doing something where you're not going to play the game afterwards, and it's literally just you're throwing money away. You know what I mean? There's no point. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It is a wild, wild thing. It's exactly 115 current. Oh my goodness, Evan. Holy Evan. Why would you tell me that? That devote. Wait. Do you get more if you use the Hatsune Miku equips? Or no? Do you get more currency? Or is it only if you use the Mikus? Like, the thing is that I don't think if you wail for a game, it's bad. Like, for example, if you wail for a game and you thoroughly enjoy the game, I think that's fine. But I think you should also know your limits. You should know whenever enough's enough. And a lot of people don't. You don't? When's Ash coming back? I have no clue. I know he's in the Unit Choice ticket, I think. Dylan Armstrong, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. And, like, that's the problem that I tell everyone, dude. Like, everyone's like, oh, OP. And this is why I don't like answering financial questions about, summoning and stuff. Because I don't want to influence that to an extent where it's like, oh, OP, do you think I should go crazy on this banner? Should I just wail all out and spend $1,000? And it's like, dude, can you spend $1,000? You're asking me this, but I don't even know your I don't know your status. I don't know, what type of bills you pay on like a monthly basis or a weekly basis. Like, is this $1,000 that you lose going to affect you in long term? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. George, thanks for the sub as well, man. Should I sell my kidney for Dark Haruto? Uh, I know a guy. I'll say that. I know a guy. 115K for Miku? I mean, it's probably because the thing is, right, is that no one's like super. Well, there is a lot of people that's super crazy, but there's no one that's like wild in the sense that they're gonna go through and just like brute force this all the way through to get 120 luck, right? Uh, it's a thing that only a few people do, because you're supposed to kind of do it like a marathon. You know what I mean? Like, you do a little bit this day, do a little bit that day, do a little bit the next day, and then you get 120 over a course of time, not just like you get 120 instantly. You know what I'm saying? How do you awaken Reyes? I have him 5 stars, and you can't awaken him. His awakening's not out on global yet. Think GS should add an EZA type system to the game? I do, actually. I do. I think they could learn a lot from doing Dokkan's EZA system. So yeah. And it's even wilder, right? Is that another thing too about gacha gaming that people don't realize is that once this game dies, like any game, because any gacha game is just like a service game, right? Like at some point, they're gonna end the service. They're gonna end live service for it. So when that happens, when that finally happens, Are you gonna be okay with the fact that you spent $100, $500, 1,000, 10,000, $20,000 in this game, and you can never ever get any of that back? Like, it's gone, right? Like, that's another thing too that people don't realize, because people be like, "Oh, it can't happen," and it's like it does happen. I've seen it happen. I've played games that it's happened in. So, do I play other gachas? The only other gacha I play at the moment is Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, and I really enjoy that game. Literally, I even said this in my video of the Japanese or me playing JPGS. It's my most played mobile game on my phone, and I play Fate here and there, but I haven't logged into Fate in quite a while because I'm just losing interest again, and I just really don't. I don't know. Fate, I go through phases where I really like Fate, then other times I really just don't really want to play Fate, and then some phases where I just really don't care. But the only gacha game I really play at the moment is just Dissidia, Grand Summoners, and that's it. I logged into Last Claudia though to do the Attack on Titan collab stuff. I logged in there to see if I got anything. I didn't get anything. I got shafted, and then that was that. Like Brave Frontier, is Brave Frontier closed? You can still play Brave Frontier though, can't you? Like on your phone? Or no? Let me see. Because the thing about Brave Frontier was that I just completely was lost whenever I tried to play that game. There was so much like text, so much information, so many terms getting thrown at me where I didn't know what was going on. It's not closed yet. It's still going. Yeah, I mean, and I guess it's also a point to where I think once like server costs start outweighing like, you know, the amount of income they're making, it's like, oh, okay, the game's gonna close. But let me see something. The thing that's crazy too is I think Sensor Tower made it to where you can't actually search on their website anymore for games. Maybe you can, but you have to log in now. You can't just search it just to search it, which kind of sucks. No updates, but game is still playable. Oh, and that explains why. That's usually what happens to games. People pay thousands of dollars on 2D images. Sound familiar? Talking about NFTs? The thing that everybody hates? Got Sakura Miku first try, could barely believe it. Crossover is over since I already have the normal one, so I'm saving for Fairy Tail. Hey, good luck and good job on that. It's pretty pog, man. That's the thing too. Whenever there's like hardly nothing, crossover's over so quick for so many people, right? Thankfully, this crossover's here only for a month. And tell me if you guys agree with this. Tell me if you guys agree with it. Do you guys think that rerun crossovers should only be like 2 to 3 weeks? Because I feel like they really should. I don't think a rerun crossover should last like a whole entire month. I think that's like the length of like a regular crossover. I don't think. Yeah, I just when a rerun lasts for longer than a month, it's like, yeah, that's kind of pushing it, man. And the reason why I say like that, because I'm the type of person, and I know like this isn't for everybody. I think it's the first time I ever saw Ghidorah's animation in game. But the reason why I say this is because, you know, I'm always out with the old and with the new. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we need to keep pushing. We need to keep like innovating. We need to keep striving for something greater. So whenever we add something back that's like older, it's like, man, I don't know why I said we, like I worked there. Man, if I worked at GS, they would probably hate me. I don't know. If I could work in the Japanese, like, Good Smile company, I'd be pretty chill, I feel like. But at the same time, I don't want to work in, like, the Japanese economy. I feel like I would overwork myself 24/7. Because over there, it's, like, actually, like, oh, yes, overwork all the time. And it's like, you're telling that to somebody who's an actual workaholic. Who works 24/7 and enjoys working. So our JP account 2 days ago and got Natsu first summon. Nice. 2 weeks is the most for a rerun, in my opinion. That's what I think too, Antonio. I think 2, maybe 3 weeks. I don't think a month. Because I was thinking, like, I was looking at, like, how other games run events, right? And a lot of other games, like, whenever a crossover happens, it's not even lasting a month. Like, it's most time lasting, like, 2 to 3 weeks. And that's, like, their regular crossovers, not even reruns. So it's kind of crazy to me. When is the Fairy Tail crossover going to happen? I'm assuming after Hatsune Miku leaves. If it's not, then it's going to be, uh, what you call it? It's going to be after whatever crossover comes after Hatsune Miku. Which I hope it goes Hatsune Miku straight into Fairy Tail. Because I know a lot of people want Kill la Kill to come back. And even myself, I think Kill la Kill should come back. Just so more people have a chance at Mako. But at the same time, rip all the veteran players. The game is just so brain dead at the moment. And not even just brain dead, it's just so, like, just dead. There's nothing to do. Like, whenever you ask a veteran player what he does, if you ask somebody who's, like, level 300 or something like that, and you ask, like, hey, man, where's all your playtime at? And she asks, like, what do you do in the end game? What are they all going to tell you? Oh, we auto crest all day. Like, what? Like, crests are cool, but, like... And 4 pluses look nice, but, like, dude, oh my goodness. I don't think I could sit there and just auto crest 24/7. Yeah, that too, Kagero. That too. I think that if they add something new, it helps it out. Dude, what the hell? Oh, that's my vein. I felt something on my arm, and I was like, what the fuck is that? So it was my vein. But yeah, I think adding something new. Every time you add a rerun, you have to add something new. For, like, your old players, right? It is what it is when you're a vet. It really is, Ken. It really is. Like, the Grand Summoners dev team just doesn't really... Or the global dev team, I don't think really cares too much. Maybe they do. But it just doesn't seem like it, right? It just doesn't. Lucas, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Also, thanks for everybody hanging out right now. I really appreciate all the viewers and everything. Especially on this stream, there was no, like, promotion around it or anything like that. I just woke up and I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're going to stream today. It's going to be fun. So, yeah. I really appreciate everybody showing up on short notice. Not even, like, me talking about it or anything. I was going to check something. I forgot what it was. I don't know. Whatever. Did you ever play Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross? Me and that game has some history. Me and that game got some history, man. We got some history, all right. We got quite a bit of history. I think that, whoops, wrong thing. We got quite a bit of history on that game. How many views did I post for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's a live stream. 8, 9. Here's another live stream. I posted like 9 videos and did 2 live streams for it. I'm going to be honest with you. This game was a game that I enjoyed playing a lot. And even to this day, I still think I spent more money in Grand Cross than I did in anything else. Like, straight up. I really do. I think I spent more money in this game than I did in all my years of playing Grand Summoners. Especially whenever Green Merlin came out. Green Merlin was such a strong character at the time, whenever this, in PvP at least. I remember wailing for her. And this was dangerous, because this was the first time where I ever actually felt this gacha type of, how do I want to put it? This gacha addiction, I guess, this influence, this manipulative tactics that they use. Because after I did this, I literally quit the game. And this is why I have such a strong opinion about a lot of gachas. And it was the fact that I felt like I needed her, even though I didn't. And I wanted to compete with everyone else. And I knew that if I wanted to play through PvP and keep winning the way that I was winning and keep competing at a high level, I would have to get Merlin. So I wailed like, I think it was like $300 for her. And the thing that was like scary about this was that I didn't even think about it. I just kept pressing buy, which was really fucking scary. And then I got to the end of it, and I was like, man. After about a day, I thought about it, and I was like, dude, that is the stupidest shit I ever done. And I said, you know what? Fuck this game. I stopped playing it after that. And I said, never again will I ever let a gambling addiction or something like that get to me on that level. Like, because that was the first time I guess I ever experienced a symptom of gambling addiction. I was like, no, dude. I literally cut it off as soon as I did it. As soon as I did it. I didn't even get a refund or anything. I just said, no, I'm done. So, that's what happened. The main push to me, though, because I didn't quit exactly after that. I quit whenever Red Hellburn came out. Because Red Hellburn came out, and it was like, what? A week or so? It was like a few weeks after Green Merlin. I'm like, dude, these guys are releasing content way too fast. Like, if you're free to play, you can't even keep up. If you're a budget player, you can't even keep up. You have to be like a straight whale. So I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Will you ever do a Garland showcase? I don't know, maybe. You're a return GS player, so should I log into my old account or make a new one? It depends on what you had, AJ. If you didn't have the anniversary units, you lose and it moved too fast. Yeah, that's the problem I had too. Especially like in early on in Global for 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, it moved way too quick. It was. I think that if Global Grand Cross would have went the same pace that JP did, it would have been insane. Because, dude, I was telling people, whenever I saw CoinShop Bond the very first time on a banner, I said, bro, we're going to get Escanor at, like, the end of the month. People was like, dude, no way, no way. And what happened? It was, like, in the first month of Global, we got Escanor. Like, I'm telling you, dude, like, I pick up on these tactics, these strategies that these games use because I've seen it before. I've played other gacha games. I've literally been playing gacha games for like the last half decade. Hell, even longer than that. I was playing Dokkan whenever I was in fucking middle school. I think the first time I played Dokkan was when I was 13. So, or 14 or something like that. What units do you recommend for the challenge quest? I haven't done it myself yet, so I don't know. Does Kane is a good unit? What do you mean by that? Do you mean is Kane a good unit? Or Dark Kane a good unit? Yeah, Dark Kane's a good unit. Do a Death Scythe Lily showcase? There's already one on my channel. It's old though, but it's there. Feels weird playing on a gacha game after I just appeared from Brave Frontier, a game where they give you a shit ton of gems and summoning only costs like 5. Yeah, Radiant. I think that's another thing too that I value a lot in certain gacha games is that I like it whenever my games, because I know gachas at the end of the day they're gonna make money. That's the entire point of a gacha game is to make money. It's to make money through crazy practices. And the goal of every gacha game, and this is true, by the way, you can look this up. There's actual studies behind this. Every gacha game / mobile game, the goal is for each player to spend at least $1,000. This is true. Some way, somehow, they want at least $1,000 from every person that downloads the game, which may sound unrealistic, but they do tons of strategies that enforce this, that either they get your $1,000 instantly or they get it over a course of time. So, to put it simple, the games that I really like now that are gacha games are games that I feel awarded for, right? For playing. Like, for example, that's one of the reasons why I love Dissidia. Not only is it because I'm a Final Fantasy fanboy, it's also because, like, Dissidia awards you for playing the game and grinding the game and playing the game long term. It's not just like, oh, get on the game, summon, that's it. That's the one reason why I don't like Dokkan. Because I just don't like the gameplay of Dokkan. Even though I think Dokkan awards you quite a bit for playing the game long term due to like the easy A systems, the whenever they Dokkan awaken some of the older units and all that. I think the Dokkan actually awards you for long term play. I just don't really enjoy the gameplay of it. But that's something that I wish GS would do. Because there's no like long term there's no long term reward, right, for playing the game. Like, for example, guys, right? Let's say Emperor comes out on global. Whenever. What happens if Emperor comes out and then in 2 years' time he's completely power creep and he's irrelevant? He's screwed then, right? Because there's no easy A system. There's nothing that's going to buff him or bring him back up, right? But what happens if GS finally added a system like that where they buffed up the older units that didn't see the light of day anymore and they made them even stronger and even crazier? And that would give a sense of, if you've been playing the game for a while, it's like, damn, I've had this unit and then now I'm able to use them again. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's actually good again. I would love them to do that with the story units. I would love them to come out with like an easy A system or like an extreme awakening or whatever they want to call it, hyper awakening, whatever. And it could maybe be incredibly grindy. I hope it would be free to play at least, not like Zenkai was whenever it got first introduced into Legends. And they would make the character crazier. They would maybe give him new artwork, maybe a whole new animation and a new true art or whatever. I feel like that'd be sick. That's the thing that I want. I just want to feel like rewarded for playing a game, What GS units do you think is overrated? What GS unit do I think is overrated? I don't know. Let me look at a tier list. Let me look at the tier list. I need to look at a tier list. Grand Summoner's tier list. Let me look at like the official one, the Reddit one. This is the official Discord tier list. So let me see what I would consider. What is the most overrated unit I see on here? What would I say is overrated? I don't know what you guys would pick. But I think I would pick... Okay. I think I would pick... You know what? I don't think people are going to like my answer. You know who I think's overrated? Ah, man. To be honest, actually, I think all these guys are... What the fuck is this? Oh, that's just my thing. I think all these... She's considered S-. I could see that. I was going to say Celia is considered S-. I could see it. I guess it's just not the top tiers, right? It could be anybody. What does purple mean? This is purple. What is that? Oh, True Weapon Reliance. Okay. These are all the S minuses? Who's overrated the most? I would pick... Who's the character I'd look at? I'm just like, man, the trash. I just really don't like them as much. Okay, to be honest, if you have Mako, it would be Haruto. I feel like. Because Haruto is literally just like an addition, like a nice addition to have. Like, if you have Mako, majority of the time, you probably won't be using Haruto because you know who you're going to be using. If you have Mako, you're more likely to have Juno. So that means you're never going to be using Haruto. But if you don't have Juno, then you're going to probably be using Haruto and Mako if you have this duo. However, most overrated character in the game. I don't know. I feel like everybody's so good. Like, everybody's so good. I think Saitama's underrated on this tier list, though. This guy should be at the very fucking top. Okay, I'll say he was overrated. New Year's Rimuru. I never see him. There. New Year's Rimuru is the one who I think is overrated. There. I never ever see anyone use him. Never. New Year's Malim and A to fuck. See, the reason why New Year's Malim is an A is because she enables light compositions. She is the key to enabling a lot of different light nukes, which was something that I actually got wrong whenever I initially looked at her, and I didn't think about that. But yes, she absolutely enables so many different light compositions. She's the reason why Saitama can nuke some shit that he shouldn't be able to nuke. She's the reason why Mono Light is out here completely one-shotting raid bosses at full HP, and you're like, holy shit, what the hell? Like, she's the reason for that, because her kit is broken. For Mono Light, at least. Or Mono Light nukes, let me say. You regret your decision? Yeah, like, that's the thing. I think Santa Rimuru is better than New Year's Rimuru, in my opinion. Just because there's more uses, right? And also, in the current state of the game, right, guys? The current state of the game, we have so many viable and so many OP magic attackers. Like, we have really strong physical attackers, but what is the more enticing one to go with most of the time? It's the magic attackers because they do so much. Like, I think that's the problem that GS is having too, where physical attackers are kind of getting like the short end of the stick, because I feel like every single magic attacker that gets released does so freaking much. Right? Like, look at Miranda. Miranda's a tank that can stack magic damage. Okay, that's kind of broken. Look at Juno. She's the highest arts per second unit in the game. Look at someone like Lisa. Lisa literally is out here, equipment CT down, arts gen up, light and magic resist down. Like, what? It's crazy. And you got stuff like Haruto. Haruto's like, oh, guess what, guys? I heal and you don't die. Oh, you humans? Guess what? You get even more arch gen. Finn is overrated? I don't think Finn's overrated. I think Finn's a staple. I think that people saying Finn is always the best choice, though, from a choice ticket, I don't think is always the case. I think in the vast majority of cases it might be correct, but not always. Because depending on what you have and depending on, when you're summoning and when you're starting the game, I don't think Finn is always the go-to choice. Because if you don't need another Archgener, why would you go with Finn? He doesn't do any damage. He's whatever. But if you need another Archgener, he's one of the best to get and early on. Because literally, Finn got power crept the moment Lisa came out. Lisa's literally just a better Finn. Like, actually. She has more uses. She's better. Like, she's ridiculous. Yo, Pog, though? Yeah, Yo, I really like Yo. Yo's insane. There was not another really good Archgener for Fire until Yo came out. Yo's broken. Sandstone's godly, too. Yeah, Sandstone's insanely good. I think somebody just texted me. What makes Emilia so good? I think there's a few things that make Emilia so good. You have the passive, which is insane, which she gives everybody increased crit damage. Passively, just on the team, everybody gets insane amounts of extra crit damage. She also has a really good art that gives everyone Archgen and also damage resist, which is pretty freaking strong. Not only do we have that, we also have her true art, which if you can get it to go off, it's insanely strong. Um, so I think overall she's a really solid unit, but she needs to be on the right teams, right? To like really make use of her kid. What's the last unit you got a 4+ on? I think my Mako. I could be wrong, but I think it was my Mako. No, Ganon. Ganon. I remember now. Yeah, I was playing with Brian, and I got my 4+ on Ganon. Is my game crashing at the moment? Because I clicked on my Mako. Is it going to crash? Okay, there we go. Yeah. My 4+ on Ganon was my most recent 4+. I don't farm 4+ anymore. Drop rate sucks so bad. Yeah. And I even made that video on it. I don't know if you guys seen it, but this video right here. Grand Summoners. I'm pretty sure if you look it up, 4+. Yeah. It's actually extremely viewed. Jesus. This video. I even say in this video, like I discussed this and I talked to people about it because I just don't think it's good at all. And I accidentally just opened up another OBS. Oh my god! You guys ever like on your computer and you like click on a program that you want to click on, but you click on everything else before you click on that program? It happens to me 24/7. But yeah, this video, like the 4+ grind thing, I think is, I don't like it. Because 4+s give you such a tiny bit, right? Such a small bit of actual bonuses compared to a regular level 4. It's just not even worth it. Because people be like, oh, it's like grinding gems in Monster Hunter. Or grinding like the jewels in Monster Hunter. Like if you guys ever play Monster Hunter World and stuff like that. It's like, no, not necessarily. Those actually give insane amounts of buffs. Like this is literally only giving me like what, 50% more attack? That's a 50%. Like what, like 30, 50 more attack? It's 750 to 810, right? For attack. Like that's not worth it in my opinion. It's not that big of a jump to where you would probably even notice it. You think people grind 4+s out of pure boredom? I actually agree with you on that. You know what it is? You know what it is? It's not just like people grinding it out of pure boredom. It's people talking with their friends, and they talk with them, and they're like, "Hey, man, you know what you doing right now? Oh, we're grinding 4+s. Like, you want to join? Yeah, sure, we'll join." And they like jump in a call, and they just talk, and they just chill and just hang out for like a few hours while they grind 4+ in the background. I don't think that it's a thing that everyone does, but I also think that that's probably the main reason. Because there's no way. Like, the average GS player isn't going to be grinding a 4+ for, like, 12 hours a day. That's not the case. You know who does that? People who are insane. People who are literally insane, and they say that they're enjoying themselves, but there's no way you are, dude. There's no way. You're grinding the same boss that's completely brain dead, that you're nuking in, like, 3 seconds to hopefully get a 4+. Why? They don't know. What's a good team with Lisa? Lisa, Juno, Mako, and Miranda. There you go. Or if you're playing on JP, Lisa, Juno. If you don't have Mako, you could go Lucy and then Miranda. The main thing is Lisa and Juno, if you have them together, you want them on the same team. Or if you have both of them, let me say, you'll want them on the same team. Because they're pretty strong. They like the dynamic. They are like the dynamic duo. Do you need Shuri's true weapon to build her? I think there's other options that are better. Because her true weapon kind of kills her a little bit faster than what you would probably like want. But it is a good true weapon for her specifically. But I think you could use other stuff too. And it's mainly, I think you use it more so for the passive than anything. Rate this team: Lisa, Juno, Vox, and Natsu. That's solid. Yeah, that's solid. What's a good mono Earth team? In global right now? Probably like, let me think off the top of my head. Haruto, Sakura, Miku, Rudius, and if you want like a defensive unit, like, oh, if only Volti LR was out, right? You could use Volti LR. But if you want like a defensive unit, like Ram or Favale or like Sistina, probably pretty solid. Norn fell off. Well, I think Norn fell off just because of her Archden typing. That's the main thing. Because the thing that kills Norn and kills a lot of units in the game, and you guys will notice this, you actually look at any tier list and look at like how people play, is the Archden typings. The Archden typings are what kills a lot of characters. So the thing is that Norn didn't get worse. That's not really the problem that it was happening. It's the fact that everybody and their mama is now type B, so you have to pick between if you want Norn or do you want Juno, or do you want Norn or do you want Haruto, right? It's like you're always going to be picking the person that's newer because they're just stronger. And what do you see Norn mostly used now? It's in Palamecia, Omega Palamecia. Rip Xenon? Yeah, rip my boy. What a god tier Archdinner. Pour one out for my man Xenon. He was such a good Archdinner back in the day, man. You really hate to see it. Is Angelus good? Yeah. If you can get her to work. Her true weapon's insane. I think her true weapon's better than the actual unit. I love her true weapon. Her true weapon's insanely good. Miranda's true weapon worth it? Yeah, I think if you're going to be using Miranda a long time. Good magic damage dealers? You have a few. Veronica, Juno, Yusuke. Hiei's magic too, right? Yeah, he is magic. I wouldn't say Lisa's a damage though. She's more of a support. Water Juno. Pretty much any magic attacker that has got released over the last 2 years that people have kind of freaked out about is probably pretty good. When would they release Emperor? Probably not till the anniversary. Konosuba, did you really just at me, bro? Did you really just come here? That's crazy. I haven't played Konosuba in a while. Anything happening with that game? Anybody still playing the chat? Or anybody even tried the game? I enjoyed the game whenever I played it, but I just couldn't stick with it. A little bit too grindy for me. Anybody still play it? If you Thetis, then yes, you should go for his true weapon. Yeah, if you use Thetis a lot, then absolutely, Thetis' true weapon is needed. However, if you don't use Thetis a lot and you want a good defensive item, I think that Sandstone's true weapon is better. You didn't know it was a game? Oh, you didn't know Konosuba was a game? Tried the game, honestly. Just a lot to do and didn't have the cares to give. Yeah. I enjoyed it whenever I played it. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed the game. I had a lot of fun. I think that it was just way too much of a time sink, man. I really do. You enjoyed it but dropped it, yeah. The tale of many gacha games, isn't it? It's like Slime Isekai Memories. Does anybody still play that in the chat? Because I don't play Slime anymore. I dropped Slime after Veldora came out. I always wanted GS to, instead of making a new unit, just buff up the old units. Yeah, like I do too, man. I do. I think that the problem is with GS2 is they don't innovate enough to an extent. Like especially on global. On JP they do, right? But on global they just I feel like they don't do enough. I uh I think that there's a lot of stuff that GS could do to make the overall player base really happy to be like a player and enjoy the game a lot more than what a lot of people already do. Like buffing up old units and maybe adding like a new awakening system or something to go beyond the awoken, because the thing is too they actually talked about this I think in an interview, like Yama P actually did, and he said, will we ever go past awakens or like awoken 5 stars? And I think he said that there's a chance, like there's actually they've already talked about this before, so maybe, right, maybe it's worth, maybe it's something that will be happening soon where we have 6 stars in the game. But then it's like if you add another rarity and you buff up characters like that and you give them a 6 star or like a 6 star plus, isn't that what they do in Treasure Cruise, right? One Piece Treasure Cruise. Just make it free to play. Make it free to play to where it's not something that you need to summon to get like a dupe, right? Don't make it like that where we need like 2 dupes of Mako to make her a 6 star plus or something, right? I don't think that's the right call. I think you need to make it free to play friendly and make it to instead be something that you grind for. So I think that would help out a lot and make it a lot better, because there's a lot of like cool mechanics in GS and a lot of cool ideas they have, but they just always failed the execution process a lot of the times. Jared, what's up, man? Yeah, that's one thing I will commend Last Claudia for, and kudos to the devs over at Last Claudia, because it seems like everything I want GS to do, Last Claudia does, and I don't like that. Last Claudia buffs up old units, gives them like new passives and everything so they can compete with the newer units. Like, it's crazy. It really is. And it sucks because I wish that I enjoyed Last Claudia. But Last Claudia, the problem with Last Claudia is I feel like they're missing a lot of quality of life stuff that I wish they would have. And what I mean by this is that the biggest issue I have in Last Claudia is I'm spending majority of my time looking at menus instead of actually playing the game. Because whenever I'm trying to build a unit, it takes forever. Especially if you don't know where all the passives are with the arcs and all that, it takes forever. Like, I wish they would add a search feature in game where it'd be like, oh, what do you want? I'm looking for an arc with attack up level 4. And they show you the arc with attack up level 4. You know what I mean? So, if they ever add that stuff, to be honest, I may play Last Claudia all the time. That's one of the biggest like turn-offs for me, is the fact that I'm looking at menus most of the time instead of actually playing the game. You have no idea what you're doing in Last Claudia, but you have all the good units. Yeah. If you summon right, and if you like save and only summon on like, meta breaking banners, I feel like you're fine. But how do I feel about GS in its current state? Next question. It's in a rough patch right now. It's in a rough patch. I'll say that. I think that we really needed Fairy Tail on global. And I'm not trying to be biased whenever I say this or be self-centered, but I'm trying to think from like, everybody's point of view. And I talk to a lot of people about GS, right? I talk to a lot of people. Pretty much everybody who I talk to on a daily basis, guess what? They play GS. They watch GS. Like, people in my Discord that join my VCs and talk to me, majority of them play Grand Summoners. And a lot of us were saying that how the game's just very dead and burnt out at the moment. And seeing the fact that we got Hatsune Miku again instead of like something new, really killed the hype, I think, for a lot of people. And I think just it's, everybody put the game on the back burner for a while until something good actually happens. So I think it's in a rough spot. It's in a rough spot. I don't think it's dying. Slowly. Slowly. It's slowly dying, I want to say. But I think that I don't know, because I can't really like say for an example. The only data I have is like YouTube, right? Or I can't say for sure. Let me say, not for an example. What the fuck? um, but it's been on a slow decline ever since. What was the last crossover we had? Shaman King. Ever since Shaman King left, I would say it's been on kind of a slow decline. I think if anything, it may not be on so much of a decline as it is as a plateau. I think the game's plateauing a lot, where it's not really going under, it's not really going above and beyond, it's just staying in the middle, which is something you don't want for a game. Because if you plateau for too long, then what happens? People stop playing, they stop watching, they stop engaging in the game. So Lucy gives 100% crit buff to all allies. She does. Magic damage up, and it's type E. Yeah, she's insane, Roger. She is absolutely insane with Monolight. Like whenever I read the kit, I really didn't like recognize it in my head, and then I was like, "Wait, dude, she's actually busted." I was like, "Dude, she's insane. This girl is disgusting." What? Do we even have the stuff for Lucy? Do we have her info in the Discord? We do not yet. We probably will whenever they get added to global. Revenue has fallen almost 50% from 2 years ago? What metric are you measuring that off of, though? You have to also consider what was happening 2 years ago. And you also have to consider, too, GS is getting old. GS is getting old. For an established, or not an established, but for a new IP that came out of nowhere, no one knew about Grand Summoners, right? It's not an established brand. It's not like Dragon Ball. It's not like Naruto. The game's getting old. And some people just decide to move on. They just didn't want to play it anymore. Because here's the thing, too, and it sucks, right? It sucks because whenever you see it, you're like, damn, dude. These old games just can't compete at times because new games are coming out and they're just innovating so much. Like, have y'all seen the new Seven Deadly Sins game or the new solo leveling game? It's fucking crazy. Like how mobile games are looking nowadays. It is wild how they're looking. Like, look, let me see if I can find it. Solo leveling trailer. Let me show y'all this. So you see how GS looks, right? To a casual player, a guy who's just browsing the App Store, okay? You show them what we're doing right now in GS, right? You show them this, and they're like, okay. But then the next game that they see, they scroll over, and they see something like this. Like, what game do you think that player is going to download? What game do you think that player is going to try? Who cares if this game is well heavy? Just what game do you think they're going to try? Right? What game would they give a chance? It probably won't be GS. This is also on PC, by the way. It's more accessible. I mean, technically every game on mobile is accessible, but it's the same thing with the Seven Deadly Sins game, too. I mean, I feel like they're doing this just to compete with Genshin, but Origins, yeah. I feel like they're doing this just to compete with Genshin, but please don't be an ad. Okay, yeah. But this game, too. I feel like people are going to be freaking out about this one. But this is wild to me. Like this right here. This is crazy. I mean, granted, it's using Grand Cross stuff, but like, how the fuck is this going to run on a mobile device? I don't see it. How are you gonna? How are you going to let this run at a good frame rate on a mobile phone? It doesn't make sense to me. I just don't see it, man. Like this is like on the level of a console game. Hell, both games are. But oh yeah, this is one thing I like too about this game. I wish Genshin would did this. I like how you can call in other characters to like build stuff. Like Diane's a giant, she can use rocks and use the earth. Like that's cool. I wish that was like more things, but I like how this game looks a lot, even though it just looks like Genshin. But I like this art style a ton. "10 minutes into the game and the phone's at 1% and is as hot as the sun." Yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you don't have like a gaming phone or I think like a newer phone, it's like, bro, how are you gonna play this type of stuff, right? It's crazy. Yeah, the game looks insane, doesn't it? I hope this isn't like a Mass Effect Andromeda type of beat where was it Mass Effect Andromeda that looked really good in the trailers and then oh no, it was Anthem. It was Anthem. Anthem looked insane in the trailers and the game releases. It's like, what the fuck is this? It was Anthem. And Division. The Division did it too. The Division 1 did it as well. Yeah, both games are going to be on console. I think that. See, and this is one thing that scares me about gacha gaming. Is the fact that gacha gaming, I always liked it to be this niche thing, right? I don't think it should become mainstream because if it becomes mainstream, that's kind of scary because a lot of games could just start taking the gacha format and running with it. However, gacha gaming isn't as popular in the West as it is in, Japan and stuff like that in the East. But the fact that Genshin Impact was as big of a success as it was, it shows every developer like, holy shit, you can make a game like this and it sells completely for free, and you make hella money on it, more money than you could make making an actual $60 game. It's the same with like have you guys seen the Full Metal Alchemist game? They got shown off like not too long ago. Have you guys seen that? I was so hyped for this game. I was like, holy shit, is this a new console game? Like, it looked insane. And then you see it, and it pops up something at the very end and just breaks your heart. Like, look, it starts with this. It's like 20th anniversary. You know what I'm saying? It goes crazy, right? I saw this on Twitter the very first time. I saw it on Twitter. It goes crazy. I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, this is crazy. We're actually getting a new Full Metal Alchemist game. I haven't played a Full Metal Alchemist game since the PS2. They're showing all this. They're hyping us up, man. Showing the manga panels. And then this is the game. And you're like, what the fuck? This is crazy. It's like CyberConnect 2 or something, right? Has to be making this. Presented by Square Enix. You're like, hold up. Hold up. Wait a second. You're seeing the animations and everything else. And you're like, wait. This doesn't look like a console game. What is this? Wait. What was that? They're like a fighting game, but is it really a fighting game, though? Oh, there's my boy Rory Mustang. They're out here showing, like, straight spoilers, but, and then this part right here, like, man, I don't know if you could just show this in the trailer, though. This was one of the hardest moments in the anime. But, and it's like, oh, shit, Full Metal Alchemist as a game. Man, what the fuck? That's literally my reaction. That was literally my reaction as soon as I saw it. I was like, dude, what? You gotta be killing. I said killing. You gotta be kidding me. As soon as I saw that, You never lost your love for Naruto Blazing. Dude, Blazing was such a special game. It really was. If the first anniversary didn't do what they did in it, and they would have took like more precautions before adding PvP, I feel like that game would still be alive. Well, granted, I don't think it actually would be because they couldn't use the rights to Boruto, which that's crazy, right? The fact that Naruto Blazing, a licensed mobile game for Naruto, couldn't use Boruto characters. Like, what? Yeah, mobile. It's a mobile game. This is supposed to be coming out later this year, I think. Or the Fullmetal Alchemist game is. And it's so crazy to me, man. Yeah, it's coming summer 2022. I just saw the release date. It's just, oh, man, dude. I love, like, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm the type of player that went from hating on mobile games to playing them and actually realizing that not every mobile game is just complete and utter, like, a complete and utter cash grab. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of ones that I think have a lot of, what is it? A lot of depth to them, a lot of, like, character and love put into them. And that's one of the reasons why I play Dissidia so much, because it feels like every single Final Fantasy character gets the recognition they deserve to an extent. And that's one reason why I didn't play like FFBE for long, because I didn't feel like my Final Fantasy characters were getting the recognition they deserved. But man, dude, I also like playing console games. You know, I like buying a game and then that's the game. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe I'm getting old and that's probably why. But I really enjoy just like buying a game and then maybe, you know, there's some DLC that comes out for it. But then, you know, that's the experience. The game ends, which is the problem I think that a lot of people face nowadays, is that they don't want the game to end, right? They don't want there to be an ending. They don't want to be like, oh, okay, that's it. Like, I played the game, I beat it, I did everything in it, 100%ed it. There's nothing else. Like, that I'm done. And people don't want that. Everything's gotta be a live service nowadays, man. And it hurts. I think it hurts for a lot of stuff. What's your favorite character in general? From like what? Donut? From GS? Uh Batiste. Batiste's my favorite character still. Another Eden? I've played Another Eden. I enjoy Another Eden. Golden Hymn? Oh, is that the K-Lab game for JoJo? Because I saw they acquired the rights to JoJo, so they can actually make games for it now. Also, I don't know how many currency we're at. When does Simon come out? I have no clue. Probably next month. The voice of K-Lab. I just hope they don't mess it up. And I hope it's actually good in terms of gameplay. I would be down. I'm talking about so down with a Bleach Brave Souls gameplay with updated graphics, but for JoJo. I'd be down with that. Also, I would be down if it actually came to, you know, global. Because that's a problem too, is that like, for example, the Yu Yu Hakusho game they made, which I'm not too like upset that it didn't come to global because I didn't really like the gameplay. It never came to global though. And it was made by them. So how do you feel about this luck grind just for one unit? I mean, we've been streaming for about like what, 2 hours at this point. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. It's definitely not like the quickest. I think the quickest luck grind I ever did was with Hijikata. I think I got Hijikata like max luck in like 2.5 hours. Whenever Gon Kamui was here. Let me actually go check real quick. I'm pretty sure we can buy all the 500 stuff, can't we? What did you guys say in chat? How much was it? 125,000, right? Is what we needed to buy everything? That's only 46? No way. Oh, is that all there was left in there? Okay, yeah, that's all there's left in there. I mean, we're kind of close. We're kind of close, chat. We're at 90 at the moment. We're, what, 30 away? Yeah, we're 30 away. Not that bad. Thanks, 21. Alma is outclassed. Yeah, I don't think Alma's that good anymore. There's a lot of other characters that just outshine her. Somebody just broke everything in my house. I don't know what that was. Did y'all hear that? Let me see. Guess your luck farm at work? Yeah, I mean, you could just join random lobbies probably and just, you know, auto it. This event isn't hard. That's like the only good thing. But guess what it is? It is brain numbing. It's brain dead, brain numbing. It's just non-stop farming the entire time. Good time to reroll on global? I think the current banner here at the moment is pretty solid for new players, but I don't think it's... on JP, it may be a little bit better. What was that? Squid, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Dude, talking about that. The channel's been popping off, actually. In the last 3 or 4 days... Let me see. Yeah, in the last 3 days... Or not even the last 3 days. The last, like, week... We gained over 1,000 subscribers, which is insane. That's actually insane. So many new people. Wish there was an auto deploy like in Nier Mobile. I do too. I do too, Beast. I think that well, actually, that is a thing in JP. Or auto redeploy, that's a thing in JP, but... You a new sub? Hey, Ghost Noobs. Appreciate it. You just smooth with it? Maybe so. I want to see the gameplay of Final Fantasy Ever Crisis, but they show a cinematic in the new trailer. Did they show a, They showed the gameplay before, but it was like for a split second. Roger. I think it's similar to... like... Nier Reincarnation, which I hope it's not, but let me see. Ever, because that's a game that I'm looking forward to as well, as being a Final Fantasy VII simp and Final Fantasy fan. Oh, they showed the opening movie clip. Wait, what? God, dude, I love how these characters look, though. I love the art style they went with in Ever Crisis, by the way. Like, here you go. Okay, it's very quick. It's very quick, Roger. But if you look, like, let me actually slow it down. This is from the teaser from, like, a few, like, what is this, last year? Yeah, last year. It's very quick, and we're going to put it at 0.5 so you can see it, but it's only for like a few seconds. See that? Like, you got the armor break, the burst rush, lightning slash. It looks like real-time turn-based maybe, something similar to like FF13, where you can like queue up attacks, because I used to hear Cloud just use burst rush. And yeah, it has to be like turn-based or something like that. And by the way, the animations and what they're using in game is actually straight or taken straight from Final Fantasy VII remake. So it's pretty crazy, but like literally the models and everything. I'm really looking forward to this game as a Final Fantasy fan. I hope it's good. I know it's a gacha game, but apparently you don't need to summon on the gacha at all to do it, which I mean, I know every game says that nowadays, but I hope it's good. Compared to rerolls on Global in Japan, Japan is better because of Natsu and Lucy, but Global, Sakura, Miku, and Earthmere. Yeah, that's the thing that I was thinking of. I think it's like a really solid thing that you can just get off the bat. Because I think the gacha system, they already, like, I think Nomura said something, or Nomura said it. Nomura said the gacha system in the game, I think, is going to be based on weapons or outfits and not really, like, characters. Like, I think they said every character is going to be free, but you summon for, like, their weapons and armor or whatever. What's the best earth damaging equip? Like, earth buffing? Is it still, like, Jill's true weapon? I don't know. I haven't earth nuked or tried to buff up earth damage a lot in a while. Also, chat, I want to finish this grind tonight, but I don't want to keep grinding for like another 2 hours. So I hope that the grind is going to be over in like the next 30 minutes or so. So, like, gathering the parts. If you played the city, I think the gacha system is supposed to work like that, where you get the characters for free, and then you summon for their weapons. The thing is, too, the thing that I have, or one of the thoughts that I have in my head for Ever Crisis is that how exactly are they going to handle events and stuff for the game? Because it's supposed to be a gacha game, so how are they going to handle stuff like that? Oh yeah, Saku's true weapon. That's 40% earth damage up, right? Yeah, it's also good as well. Also, chat, I don't mind if you don't mind me asking. Let me ask you guys something. Whenever you guys watch the streams, some of you have been here for quite a while, which I appreciate you guys watching for so long on this enduring grind. Do you guys get ads in the stream? Because I actually don't think YouTube runs ads mid-stream at all, which is fine. But I just never even thought about it till recently. Somebody asked me, they were like, I was like, I actually don't know if they run ads midstream. I think whenever you click on the stream, you might get an ad. But do they actually run ads in the middle of the stream? They don't? Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I was about to say, I think I can run an ad if I wanted to at any point in time. But and I think YouTube said they were going to fix that. Like, they were just going to run, like, automatic ads at times. But I don't know. I think one thing that kills viewer retention, especially for live streaming, and this is something that's very true on Twitch. How many of y'all went to a Twitch stream and clicked on a stream and you instantly get an ad and you click off? Right? Like, I think not having an ad as soon as you click on the stream is very important, but like at the same time, I think auto ads are kind of bad because what happens if it's like a pretty big moment in the game and then it's like, oh, ad. And it's like, well, shit. It's all the time. I'm telling you, I do the same thing. I do the same thing. People like be complaining about ads or whatever, be like, "OP man, this video has like so many ads," and I'm like, dude, you act like I get to put the ads there. Like YouTube automatically puts ads there. I don't ever add any more ads. I think I could if I wanted to, but I just don't do it. Oh shit. Whoops, I thought everybody was here. Oops. It's fine. It's fine. But it's all the time, man. I don't know. 'Cause I know YouTube said they were gonna implement a lot of stuff to help, like live streaming and everything. But I don't know when that stuff's gonna be happening. 25K for 500, I see. You hate that, to be honest? Yeah, I'm telling you, it happens all the time. I do it. Like, I even go to like some of my favorite creators, like Maximilian Dude. Um, who else on Twitch? Who else do I watch on Twitch? Did I watch anybody else? Maximilian Dude. Um, I gotta look at my followers list. I think he's like the main channel I watch on Twitch at times. But like, I go to the stream sometimes, and as soon as I get on the stream, it's like, oh, there's an ad. I'm like, okay, I'll wait 5 minutes and come back. I wait 5 minutes, and then I come back, and there's no ad. And then I get a random ad because he doesn't actually run ads, so Twitch does like the auto ad thing, and then you get an ad, and it's like, oh, here's 8 ads back to back, and it's like, well, shit. Pokimane? I don't watch Pokimane. If you want to know the female streamers I watch, it's 39 Daft, Cora Jade, Lily, and is that it? I think that's it. What's up, Joe? When you free some space, I'll try. Like I said, I just randomly selected. I don't put anybody above others whenever I go to the for the friend request. Oh shoot, it's Joe. I think that's all the. And I watch like Valkyrie from time to time, but not too much. I know she's on YouTube, but she's like once in a blue moon. I watch her. I have an account with Luck One Rimuru. Should I keep it or get a new account? Which Rimuru? And is that your only thing you have on the account, or do you have other stuff as well? Also, have y'all played Dying Light 2 yet? I saw people playing it last night, or my friend Ark actually joined the VC, and he was playing it for a little bit. Game looks actually really pretty, but I haven't played in so long. Kage Wolf, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. What's up, Phoenix? How you doing, man? Do I still play Apex? No. I haven't played Apex in years. uh, Wait, is this gonna kill? What the fuck was that damage at? What? Alright then. You just finished your farm? Hey man, we're trying to finish it up over here too. That's the only thing you have, really, Taco? It's the regular one as well. Yeah. I think that yeah. You may want to reroll. You got Sakura Miku from the crossover tickets? Let's go. Hey, nice one, Jay. That's pretty pog, because especially crossover tickets, it's only 5% for a 5-star, so. Getting 500 gems tomorrow for your login bonus? Hey, I'd probably save those. I wouldn't summon on Hatsune Miku with them, to be honest. How much longer till Lost Ark's out, by the way, boys? My excitement cannot be contained. Lost Ark release date. Where is it? When is this thing coming out? Let me look up on Steam. I don't have a Founders Pack for it. Lost Ark. Maybe I should buy one. Oh my god, enter a valid date, dude. I'm 21, man. Or 22. I forgot my own age. Let me see. Where is my birth year? There it is. February 11th? It comes out February 11th. Wait, is that for the Founders Pack? Oh Lord. Yo, I just got Natsu and Lucy. This stream is good luck. Wasn't even a good animation either. Hey, dude, nice. I wish I could get that lucky on my reroll for them. You can pre-download the game no matter what on February 7th, regardless of whether or not you purchased a Founders Pack. Servers will open Head Start access on February 8th. You must purchase a Founders Pack to receive the 3-day Head Start. Should I buy the Founders Pack, though? Am I really this interested in this game? February 8th, that's Tuesday. That's next week. I don't know. The problem is, dude, if I get addicted to this shit, it's going to be bad for content. It's going to be so bad because I'm going to want to be playing this shit day in and day out. So maybe I just wait for it to actually release. 'Cause I think it actually releases Friday. Yeah, Friday is its official release. You gonna save them for the anniversary or fairy tale? Yeah, that's a good call, man. Good call. I wish I could see how many of these luck gems I got like from drops. That would help out a lot. Instead. All right, I think we're gonna be. What? How long are we going for? 13 minutes. I think we're gonna be going for another 15, and then we're gonna call it quits, whether I have her at luck 120 or not. Cause I want to go eat. I've literally had my food sitting beside me for like 2 hours, and I haven't ate at all. So I want to go eat, watch some YouTube. I gotta go do the or go record a Yu-Gi-Oh video tonight, and possibly a GS video as well for Monday. So I want to get all that stuff out of the way before it gets too late. I don't know. I'll debate if I want to buy Lost Ark or not. Do I want the Founders Pack? It's $15. It's really not that bad. See, like that's not that expensive, but I need to go buy ink for my printer too. That's kind of expensive. Ooh. I don't know. I'll think about it. What'd you think about this crossover? Kinda good? No. I don't really like this crossover too much. I want to ask, is there a reason why the game crashes whenever you're starting a side quest at GS or just one of them? I'm not for sure why exactly it crashes. I don't know about you, but R still is kind of pog as a healer in Grand Summoners, especially with her passive. Fun fact, I don't know if this is the case anymore though because Haruto came out. Arstilla may still be the best healer in the game, but at one point she was the best healer. She's definitely top 3. I'll say that. She has like the most healing built into her kit out of every unit in the game. I tried Brave Exvius, loved the cinematics and cinematics, attacks, and the soundtrack, but I got bored of the gameplay. I hope this one keeps those things up, and I don't know. I try something new with the gameplay. Yeah, I hope so too, Roger. I also want to know like, is it only just us playing through the main stories of like the Final Fantasy games or FF7 to be specific, or is there other stuff that's going to be happening in the game as well? In the sense that like, you know, is there going to be an event where we have to fight Sephiroth as a raid boss, or like we have to fight one of the weapons as a raid boss or something like that, right? Like, do we need to fight Ultima, Emerald, Ruby, or something? Like, that's stuff that I want to know as well. Top 1 at burst healing is not the same with overtime healing, though. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, she's insane. With what exactly? Should you be using her true arts or normal arts? Which one are you talking about? For who? Arstella? Because I'm not for sure. I haven't seen what her art does in quite a while. Someone who probably knows more info about it would probably help it. For art still? Let me see. If she just asked you which next crossover would you want, what would it be? Am I thinking like, is this? Am I being biased, or am I picking something that I think that a lot of people would be interested in and want to download the game and actually try it? Because if it was that, then I would probably say Jutsu Kaisen or Demon Slayer. If it was something specifically for me, then I would probably just say JoJo. Uh, Her art is 35% stats elements. I see. Her true art is 50,000 and 4,000 HP. Well, I guess if you need the stats element cleanse, you would use the art. But if you didn't need that, then probably the true art would be better. I see. I do see. Oh, you think Parlot heals more? Does he? Does he heal more now? Let me check. Is Parlot awoken on global? Because if he is, I can't even check his stats because we don't even have him in my Discord. I think Ash Toto heals more times 3. Does she even heal? She doesn't even heal. I need Saitama. It'd be good having him in the team. Yeah, dude, Saitama would be sick. I wish I had him. He's probably like the biggest regret that I have with GS is not actually summoning or going harder for Saitama because he kind of makes the game easy mode too. If you can make it like a team around him, he can practically nuke everything in the game like it's nothing. Yeah, he's trolling. I was about to say, I was thinking in my head, I was like, dude, there's no way Ash Toto heals. Like, she's just evasion and Archgen. Who does the most oh, shit. That's tough. It's 14. We'll do one more run and that's gonna be it. This is gonna be the last run of the stream. And then we gonna be done here. Good for light nuking? He's good for any nuking, to be honest. Like, Saitama's insane for physical nukes, light nukes, practically everything. Hell, I've even seen people use Saitama as an actual attacker. Like, what? That's dumb. Out of every attacker in the game, and you still want to use Saitama as, like, the main attacker. Okay, these guys are dead. Alright. Appreciate everyone who joined in and helped with the grind. Thank you so much. Let's see what we're at right now in terms of enhancing. Let's see if we are close or not. I was hoping to get her 120 with this stream, but we may not be able to. Let's see how close we are. Also, I will clear my friends list out and try to fix it so I could get some more peeps. Does the no? That's only like actual true weapons or whatever. We are at what is that? 119, I think, or 109. It's not. Wait, no, it's in limit break, right? Is this what you go to? I haven't done this in so long. Where's she at? There she is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can we only do 5 at a time? Bro. GS, where's the quality of lives we need, fam? Why can't we select at least like 20? I gotta sit here and do this the entire time? Jesus, bro. And this ain't even all of them. Are you really serious right now, man? GS is definitely on one for this. Where's the quality of life features? Gonna click 120 times, yep. I mean, well, not exactly 120, but I guess, yeah, whenever I finally get it all. Good morning. Hey, what's up, my guy? We're actually about to end stream, but glad you came through. What is this? 49? How many? Oh, Jesus. Jesus. The god of nuking, but couldn't win versus Papa? Dude, I feel like no one knows who Papa the Sailor Man is anymore. If you didn't grow up in the 90s, you probably don't know who the hell that is. Like, ask some, like, kid nowadays who the hell is Papa the Sailor Man, they will not know. You don't eat your Spanish, man? Get all strong like Papa? And one-shot people? He was, like, the true anime protagonist. Before, like, anime got popular in the West. He was insane. What's up, Zelda Lord? How you doing? This needs to be like, when you use chickens? Yeah, I also agree. I think it does as well. I can't eat spinach without thinking about Papa. That is true. I don't even like it, though, so I never experienced the rush that Papa experienced. Oh, my goodness. Are we done yet? Are we almost there? Still funny to this day? I think, like, this may be a sin for someone who grew up in, like, the early 2000s, since I was born in 99. I think I only watched, like, 2 episodes of Papa. I could be wrong, but I just remember watching Tom and Jerry a lot. I watched Tom and Jerry religiously when I was a kid. That and SpongeBob, of course. Well, there's Luck 100. She's not maxed though, but it's fine. We'll get it over time. I can finish this up later tonight after I eat and everything. Oh, actually, we're really close. Hold up now. What is that, like? That's like hardly any runs until she's 120. We need 6 more. That's like 6,000. That's like 10 minutes more of like farming. I'll do that later. But guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for hanging out. If you haven't yet, please like the stream before you leave. There's going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh video, I think, tomorrow. And then Monday, I think we're going to have a GS video. There may be another stream tomorrow as well, but it's probably going to be a Yu-Gi-Oh stream if it's anything. And yeah, just going to have some good times and enjoy it. This crossover, kind of sleeper. I'm not going to cap. But at least it's somewhat enjoyable with all you guys here. So, thank you all again for coming out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more. And last but not least, you guys already know, man. Hey, don't forget to drink water.